Kasia, did you see the film yesterday?
Yes, but I arrived late. When I got to the cinema, the film had already started.
Oh, I see. Why were you late?
Before I left home, I had received a phone call from my boss, and I had had a serious conversation with him. He was furious because after I had made the order, I didn't inform him about it.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's really sad.
Indeed, it was.
Oh, you're right.
Hi, hello. As we can see, Kasia had a terrible day. Let's analyze this conversation from a grammatical point of view. Kasia used a new structure, actually a new tense, which is called past perfect. Let's have a look at the conversation again. Kasia said, when I got to the cinema, the film had already started. We have two events from the past here. The first one, the film, and the second one, Kasia's late arrival to the cinema. As we can see, these two situations happened one after another. The first situation, the film, which had started, is expressed in a new tense. And also, Kasia said, before I left home, I had received a phone call from my boss. So the first situation from the past was a phone call from the boss, and the second one was leaving the home. Another example, I had had a serious conversation with my boss before I left home. Again, first of all, she had this conversation and then she left home. As we can see, this tense is used for situations from the past which happened before other situations.
All right, then. So how do we actually use it? As you can see on the table, we have a subject, then had, and then a verb in third form, which is the past participle, and then the rest of the sentence. So, for example, we get, I had driven to work, or I hadn't driven to work. Good news is that for the third person singular, we also use had, right? So we have had for every single person. For instance, she had gone to the cinema, or it hadn't gone, he hadn't gone to the cinema. So when do we actually use it? In an action which happened before another past action or before a stated time in the past. For example, they'd already reserved a table when they went to the restaurant, or they'd already sat down for dinner by 8 p.m.
As we can see, we can use a shortened version of this tense. So instead of saying had, we can use the contraction D. They'd already reserved a table, or they'd already sat down for dinner.
Exactly. And another situation when we use past perfect is in an action which finished in the past and whose results were visible in the past. For instance, he'd broken his leg, so he couldn't walk.
All right, and here is a short practical task for all of you, in which I'd like you to prepare a list of 10 activities you did last weekend, and then work in pairs, show your list to your partner, and then your partner needs to put them in order using questions such as, had you already left the office when you phoned your wife? And now have a look at my list and my examples. So I'm asking my friend Kasia, Kasia, had you already done yoga before you prepared your spaghetti? And Kasia will answer, yes, I had done yoga before I prepared spaghetti. So now please prepare your lists and try to figure out several sentences using the new tense. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much
you
for
very
your
much.
attention. Bye.
Bye.